When you hand a kid a toy that he didn't or she didn't necessarily know they were going to get, the smile that comes on their face is something that you'll never unsee.
We'll talk to the families, talk to the parents, and say, what would this child really benefit from this Christmas time? And we try to personalize and shop individually for that child.
Hello, and welcome to the Beaumont Beat video podcast, where we move with the heartbeat of the city of Beaumont. I'm Paige Reed, broadcasting from the Beaumont Police Department headquarters. Donations began piling up a few weeks ago, and we are already flooded with Christmas gifts. There are countless bicycles, toys, you name it. In just a moment, we'll have Sergeant Tom Swope of BPD's Community Relations tell us how we can get involved in spreading Christmas cheer around our city, and Blue Santa will make an appearance as well. But first, let's talk about a few things going on in Beaumont. Looking for somewhere to get rid of your real Christmas tree after the holiday is over? Well, the city's free Christmas tree recycling program is back. You can drop off your trees at Rogers, Sprott, or Magnolia Park anytime from December 26th to January 13th, and our solid waste department will properly dispose of them for you. We're also going to be giving out prizes this holiday season. If you'd like to showcase your photos on our city's social channels, then this contest is for you. You have until December 20th to enter your pictures in our Thankful for Beaumont photo contest. We want to see your best nature, arts, culture, and history shots, and you can enter as many photos as you'd like. Submit your photos using the link on your screen. You can stream the Beaumont Beat on multiple platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Please subscribe to our channel, like this episode, and share this podcast so others can join in too. The Blue Santa program has been a vital part of the Beaumont Police Department for 30 years. Unlike other cities, BPD's Blue Santa is not a self-sign-up style program. Instead, our officers nominate families in need who they have encountered throughout the year. You've seen St. Nick in his jolly red jacket, and now I'd like to introduce you to our Blue Santa. Welcome, Santa.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us today and talking. So go ahead and tell us, what is the Blue Santa program?
Blue Santa program, it started about 30 years ago with a group of volunteers and motorcycle riders and police officers, and they realized that some children weren't having a Merry Christmas and they wanted to do something about it. So they organized themselves and basically started their own toy drive so that they could deliver toys to children in need throughout the year for Christmas.
That's very cool. That's a good community, community-centered thing for us to do. Especially as a police department, we're always very community-focused. Can you tell me what is your favorite part about the Blue Santa program?
One of my favorite parts is basically seeing the community come together and organize and become united, and basically their mission is to ensure that children have a positive Christmas, because with everything going on throughout the world, some of these kids have had negative interactions with law enforcement, and so we get the opportunity to kind of undo that and give them something positive to experience.
So how does a program like this benefit the citizens of Beaumont?
Benefit citizens of Beaumont because throughout the year, officers, they'll go what we call calls for services. And like I said, that's not exactly the most exciting time in their life. It's because there was some sort of need for law enforcement. And a lot of times we get a stigmatism of always being there for the bad times. So we use this as a positive to give kids something to look forward with. That way when they have a police experience with us bringing toys, they can have something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. And it's always good to see little smiling faces too.
Absolutely.
So as you go around this year and hand out gifts, what are you most excited about?
Seeing the kids, that's the best part. When you hand a kid a toy that he didn't or she didn't necessarily know they were going to get, the smile that comes on their face is something that you'll never unsee.
Well, I can't wait this year. It's going to be great. I can't wait to attend the send-off. I hope everybody can join us. But I know you have to go to collect more gifts, more presents. So thank you for joining us and answering some questions for us. While Santa leaves and we swap out guests, I have a few other announcements for you. The Jefferson Theater is showing a full lineup of Christmas classics throughout the month of December. Check out the full schedule on the Jefferson Theater's Facebook page or at beaumonteventstx.com. Tickets are only $6 for adults and $4 for children and can be purchased online, at the box office in the Civic Center, or at the door. It's the cheapest movie date in town. And if you're looking for stocking stuffers, check out GoBo Gifts. The online shop just launched and we encourage you to go check it out. You can purchase all sorts of Beaumont-themed merch, including ornaments, Legos, and clothes. There's branded apparel to show your Beaumont pride, and proceeds directly benefit Cattail Marsh, so it's a win-win. Also, we want to remind you that the city will be closed on December 25th for Christmas, and there will be no city council meeting on December 26th. Drop a comment wherever you are watching or listening, and let us know what topics you'd like to see in future episodes of the Beaumont Beat. And if you are just now joining us, we've been chatting with Beaumont PD about the annual Blue Santa program. Now we have Sergeant Swope to tell us more about this amazing program. Welcome to the Beaumont Beat.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm glad we get to talk about this stuff. So Santa told us about what the program is, but give us a little bit of a background information. How long has the program been going for?
It's been going for about 30 years. About 30 years ago, some officers saw some children in need. They reached in their own pockets and purchased some toys and went and visited with these families. Since then, it has grown and grown and to what we have today.
Wow, so 30 years ago, it probably wasn't as many families that you're helping now.
No, not at all, not at all. Every year it grows and grows, and as the community support continues, it grows even more.
Wow, about how many families do you expect to help this year?
This year, typically about 150 families and multiple kids in each family, so we're looking at well over 300 children by the time it's all said and done.
Wow, that is an amazing initiative. How can kids get on the Blue Santa list?
Well, actually, what happens is it's officer nominated. There's no sign-up list, so throughout the year, our officers will send me an email or a note saying, hey, we have some children or a family that we would like you to check out and get on the Blue Santa list. And we go and visit with the family and see what their needs are, and we put them on the list.
Very cool. So I know it's been going on for 30 years, but how long have you been involved with Blue Santa program?
I've been involved about 18 years now. I've been with the department 21 years and started soon after I began at the department. So 18 years now, 14 years in the Santa suit helping out, and now we've transitioned over to other part of our crew.
Very cool. So I've heard of this. It's the Santa in Blue Core Crew. Tell me, who else is in this crew?
Well, we have Officer Justin Proenza that's been doing it with me for 18 years now. And then for the past 4 years, we have Officer Brandon Hill and Officer Ryan Flanagan. That's our core crew, our core group.
Very cool, very cool. So let's talk a little bit about the experience and how it's personalized for each of the children that you guys give toys to.
When we get the children's names, we go out and visit with the families, and we get the age of the child and their name, and we shop individually for these children. So we do a custom experience for them. We have some that are a little bit older, 12, 13, 14-year-olds. They may receive a laptop. Some that are a little bit younger may receive a television, DVD player. Others may receive some learning toys. So it just kind of depends. We'll talk to the families, talk to the parents, and say, what would this child really benefit from this Christmas time? And we try to personalize and shop individually for that child.
Wow, that's so cool. So when do you go and interview the families and kind of, talk to the kids and see what's on their wish list, or really just identify a need of what they might need?
We just kind of identify. We want to kind of keep it a secret. We don't want to talk to the children and let them know, but we talk to the parents and say, what are y'all really in need of? And then we try to tailor our shopping to the custom needs of those children.
I see. Well, I also see you guys have a lot of toys already. Is there still time to go shopping for more toys?
There is. And again, we have a huge outpouring of support from the community. We're very lucky, businesses and individuals. A lot of this is from businesses and individuals that have come and donated these for us to pick through, and these will be distributed all the way up through Christmas Eve. We go all the way up to Christmas Eve handing out toys, so we're very fortunate and very lucky from the support.
Wow, yeah, let's talk a little bit more about the community involvement, right? How else is the community involved? I know you mentioned like they donate toys and stuff. Give me some other things that the community does or can do if people want to get involved.
Yeah, of course. Again, we do have our toy drives. We have toys here. If anybody wants to donate toys, we take toys. They can come up here to the lobby. They can drop any toys they want to here under the tree. They can present cash donations here at the window, and they will call one of our core crew. We'll come down and meet them and thank them for that. We do have our toy run on the 14th. If they want to come see Santa off, it's promptly at 5 p.m. right on the steps here of the lobby. They can come and see Santa. He walks down the stairs to his police car and then we leave out in our procession and go deliver our toys. Lights and sirens, police officers, and then volunteers behind them that help us carry the boxes full of toys. And we go throughout the city of Beaumont. So if you see lights and sirens and motorcycles and us coming down your street, that's what it is. It's Blue Santa, and we're coming to see a family.
Very cool. Yeah, I went last year and it was a really fun thing to watch. Are there any local businesses or organizations that like to participate in this kind of thing every year?
We do. We have our local Hog Trap chapter, Harley Owners Group chapter. We have our Blue Santa Toy Run chapter. And we have some other small civic organizations that they like to show up and they like to ride with us. At least for the first few houses that we go to, they like to interact with the family and see the smiles on the children's faces and their eyes light up when Santa walks in. And we have a huge box of these toys for the kids, so they really enjoy it.
That sounds like such a nice time, especially around this time. You know, you want to be holly jolly.
It's great. It's great. We love doing it. I've been doing it now, I said, for 18 years, and I just enjoy watching the kids when they come out there. They're hugging on Santa and just loving on him, and when it's time for him to get in the car and go to the next family, they're sad to see him go, but we leave them with a living room just full of wrapped gifts, because each gift that we give this child is wrapped. It has their name on it, and it goes underneath their tree in their house, so they have something to wake up to Christmas morning.
Very cool. So they wrap them. How do I get in on this wrapping action?
We wrap. We've got some local middle schools that do that for us. We go and they sort them for us, and then they also wrap them for us. So we've kind of streamlined and made it a little more efficient over the years. And with the outpouring of support from the community and community involvement, we can kind of sit back and they help us do kind of anything that we need. So we're very lucky.
So I know the toy drive starts at a specific date, but can people donate monetarily all year round? Year round.
Toys year round also, monetarily year round. Because this doesn't just end at the holidays. Blue Santa and our program, if we experience families in need, then we'll go out and help them throughout the year. So it's not necessarily just the holidays. That's our big time, but if there's children or families in need, we love to go help them any time of the year.
So after the holidays, right, when you're following up with these children, do you see an improvement in quality of life, like with the gifts they've got?
We do, we really do. We keep in contact with a lot of these families. So, and some of these families we check on each holiday. Unfortunately, a lot of these families that we have are victims of some type of crime, and the children have been involved in that, and it hurts them so much that we love coming out as officers and we're not there at a time of crisis. We're there in a time of need for them. We're there to help them, and just to see that difference in them, their eyes light up, the smiles on their faces, these Christmas gifts, they're so excited. And you know, we have a lot of officers that go out on delivery night that just love seeing that, because you know, they see us in a time of crisis, we see them in a time of crisis. We like to see them when it's going to be a happy memory. It's something that it's a joyful time for them, and it means a lot to us also.
So let's talk about the police officers, right? Like, they're the ones handing out gifts and going around and seeing these children.
Right.
Do they love it?
They do. They really do love it. They look forward to it every year. They go out and see these kids and interact and play with them. It's hard to get out of the house sometimes. We're in there handing out gifts and toys to these kids, and you know, they want us to stay, and the officers want to stay. It's a very positive time for us and a great time of year. So it does. It really means a lot to these officers.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you again for taking the time to talk to us about this amazing program.
Sure.
This is really one of the coolest things that I think that the whole city does, you know, and everyone can get involved, everyone can participate.
Absolutely, absolutely. We love it, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in to the Beaumont Beat, where we move with the heartbeat of the city of Beaumont. A quick note I want to remind you about. The Water Company of America will be in Beaumont starting this week to perform an audit on the city's water, sewer, stormwater, and solid waste accounts to confirm that we are fairly and accurately billing our customers for utility services. The city has hired them as an independent third party to spot check water meters across the city, which they will be assessing from now till November 2026. Thank you in advance for your cooperation as we continue to work to improve service to you, our customers. I'm your host, Paige Reed. Join us again in 2024 for even more stories from the city of Beaumont. Enjoy the holidays and have a happy New Year, Beaumont.